In August 2016, a curious auction materialized online. It offered a chance to acquire top-secret cyber weapons allegedly developed by the US National Security Agency's Equation Group. The catch? Bizarre rules. The auctioneers, calling themselves the Shadow Brokers, demanded payment in Bitcoin but provided no refunds for unsuccessful bids. This unusual setup understandably deterred potential buyers. Despite the lowball bids around $9,000 due to the strange rules and inaccessible files, the mysterious auction wasn't quite the flop it seemed. Those cryptic files, you see, weren't destined to stay hidden for long. The story takes a strange turn when, in the dead of night, a Telefonica employee spots something amiss on their computer screen. Reacting quickly, they call their supervisor. Just minutes later, a similar incident unfolds across the pond, with a nurse working for the UK's National Health Services reporting a computer malfunction. It seems the strange auction had a far-reaching impact beyond anyone's initial guess. But this bizarre turn of events was just the opening act. As the mysterious ransomware rampage unfolded, wreaking havoc across the global economy, a cybersecurity hero named Marcus Hutchins emerged. Determined to halt the chaos, he dove headfirst into analyzing the malicious code. Deep within the malware's twisted logic, Hutchins unearthed a peculiar detail. Before initiating the data encrypting mayhem, the virus attempted to connect to a strange, unregistered URL. However, this connection consistently failed, and upon this failed connection, the encryption process lurched into action, effectively crippling infected systems. Intrigued by this seemingly illogical step, Hutchins faced a critical decision. The URL, a dead end for the malware, held the potential key to stopping it. In a daring move, he decided to take a gamble, buying and registering the very domain the virus was desperately trying to reach. The culprit behind the chaos was a sophisticated worm called WannaCry. Unlike traditional malware, WannaCry didn't rely on user interaction to spread. Instead, it prowled the digital landscape with a single goal, exploiting weaknesses in a common Windows protocol called SMB. Think of SMB ports as digital doorways that Windows computers use to share information across networks, like printers. WannaCry scanned for these open doorways, then cleverly inserted itself into the ongoing data flow. Once inside, it hijacked the communication stream to infect the first machine it encountered. From there, it established a hidden backdoor to unleash its malicious payload and make copies of itself, rapidly multiplying the infection. These newly minted copies became digital scouts, combing the infected machine's network for more vulnerable devices. The strategy proved devastating, especially for large businesses with interconnected networks. The worm quickly infected entire systems. The key to WannaCry's rapid spread lay in two stolen NSA tools, Eternal Blue and Double Pulsar, which were chillingly similar to the exploits auctioned by the Shadow Brokers weeks earlier. However, a glimmer of hope emerged. Hidden with a complex code, FBI researchers stumbled upon cryptic notes containing data about the worm's origin. An intriguing detail, a file name referencing the Korean alphabet, pointed towards a Korean source. Additionally, the code's time zone setting matched Korea's time zone. These clues, though fragmentary, offered a potential lead in the fight against the digital scourge. The trail of evidence led straight to the Korean peninsula. Given South Korea's close ties with the US, suspicion swiftly swirled around North Korea. The investigation unearthed connections between the attack and an individual named Kim Yo-woo. Intriguingly, all of Kim's digital footprints pointed to the Chinese city of Dalian. As investigators meticulously pieced together the puzzle, a more disturbing picture of Kim emerged. He wasn't just a one-time player. His fingerprints were on a string of cyber attacks, including the infamous 2014 Sony hack, the 2016 Bangladesh heist, and even breaches targeting US defense contractor Lockheed Martin. The shadowy figure, whoever he was, seemed to be at the heart of a complex web of devastating cybercrime. Then, one fateful night, an FBI researcher unearthed a game-changing email. It didn't belong to Kim, but to a game developer named Park Jin-yook. Park had uploaded a suspicious zip file and granted access to several of Kim's emails. The pieces finally clicked into place. Investigators discovered Park was also in Dalian during the time Kim launched his attacks from the same location. This unexpected connection offered a vital lead in the hunt for the elusive Kim Yo-woo. The FBI theorized that Kim Yo-woo was likely an online alias for Park Jin-yook. As they honed in on Park's location, a single address kept recurring: a gaming company called Chosen Expo. A closer look at Chosen Expo revealed a bombshell. They had a contracted developer, none other than Park Jin-yook, who coincidentally specialized in Visual C++, the very language used to craft WannaCry. The investigation took a sharp turn when it became clear Park's activities weren't isolated. Financial records revealed a disturbing pattern. Most of Chosen Expo's accounts were implicated in cybercrime. The company itself appeared to be a facade, a front for a sophisticated cybercrime syndicate. As investigators delved deeper, a crucial piece of the puzzle fell into place. The group operating from Chosen Expo was identified as Lab110, North Korea's elite hacking unit. This discovery marked a significant breakthrough, as Lab110 and its members had previously remained shrouded in secrecy. Lab110's reign at Chosen Expo appeared to conclude around 2014, with Park and his team vanishing back into North Korea. Their whereabouts and subsequent activities remained a mystery, likely hidden under new identities and top-secret missions. Nevertheless, unearthing Lab110 was a major victory for the international cybersecurity community, offering a rare glimpse into the shadowy world of North Korea's cybercrime. However, details about Lab110 are scarce. Operating under the cloak of a highly secretive nation, their activities are known only to a select few within the group itself and the leadership of Bureau 121, North Korea's elite hacking unit. Adding to the veil of secrecy, a 2013 North Korean defector revealed an incredibly rigorous selection process, further highlighting the lengths Lab110 goes to in maintaining its anonymity. Bureau 121, the mastermind behind North Korea's cyber operations, has a chilling recruitment strategy. They identify gifted youngsters with exceptional math skills and funnel them into elite institutions like Kim Il-sung University and Kimchak University of Technology, where they're groomed in the art of hacking. But this is just the first hurdle. Each year, the top 10 students vanish into a top-secret program, whisked away to a clandestine university in India for further transformation into cyber warriors. Only the cream of the crop graduates to Bureau 121. Here, they shed their old lives, trading them for new identities and placements within specialized teams like Lab110. Their deployment is equally discreet. Bureau 121 establishes covert front companies around the world, acting as a shield for their operatives. These fronts have been identified in Chinese border towns, but their reach extends far beyond, with outposts discovered in Belarus, Malaysia, India, and Russia. By blending into local online traffic, they effectively mask their connection to North Korea, making them all the more elusive. Despite their seemingly small teams, Bureau 121 has experienced explosive growth. US estimates suggest the department ballooned from a few hundred elite hackers in 2010 to over 6,000 by 2020. However, the true number who've completed the rigorous training program remains shrouded in secrecy. Even with this uncertainty, the potential scale is staggering. Assuming 6,000 members and teams of 5, North Korea could have roughly 1,200 cyber hacking cells operating globally. Yet, only a handful 6 have been identified so far. This revelation paints a different picture of North Korea's cyber capabilities. While often dismissed as a nation of empty threats, they appear to be quietly evolving into a major force in the digital shadows. Want to learn more about the ever-evolving world of cyber threats? Check out some reliable cybersecurity resources online. And if you like this video, click the next one shown on the screen. I'm sure you'll like it. Thanks for watching.